I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me, 'cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time, but darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. 'Cause baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot in the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Hi, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out Perfect by Ed Sheeran. And what a perfect pop tune this one is. Beautifully sung, beautiful arrangement, pretty old school, but man, what a beautifully written song this is. It's going to be played at weddings for many, many years to come. You mark my words. Anyway, it's fairly simple to play. I guess this one, I'm going to show you some of the grooves and stuff to play it fingerstyle, and different approaches that you can use to play it with a pick as well. But first things should mention is the capo. Now, when I played it with Selena there, and thank you, Selena, for singing that little intro for me there, we had the capo at the 2nd fret, because that kind of 1st fret was a little bit low for her, so just nudging it up that little bit made it fit her vocal range better. It seems like the original version has the capo on the 1st fret, but I've seen him play it as well without a capo at all. So, you know, it's really up to you. And I've decided to go for the lesson part with no capo, okay? So you don't need one for this lesson. And first of all, let's take you through the chords, because the chords are really nice and simple. And that's generally a good place to start, is the start. Hey, so the basic chord sequence is G, E minor, C, and D. That's kind of the main theme there for the verses. But he's using a particular way of playing the chords, which is quite him. There's some, Oasis did it quite a lot as well. It's a very common kind of acoustic guitar style. And it's basically, I call it the 4-finger G, or rock G, but basically using your 3rd and 4th fingers in the 3rd fret on the thinnest 2 strings. So 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, open, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. Okay, if you've done my beginner's course, you should be familiar with that way of playing a G chord. Very common. The 2nd chord is an E minor 7. And basically from that G chord, we're just moving 2nd finger so it's on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. You probably have to nudge your 1st finger back a little bit as well. So open, 2nd, 2nd, open, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. Okay, leaving that 3rd and 4th fingers down the whole time. So G, E minor 7, I might just call it E minor sometimes, but I mean E minor 7. Then we go to C add 9. Again, I might just call it C, but it's C add 9. Again, we're just leaving the 3rd and 4th fingers down on the thinnest 2 strings. 1st finger moves to the 2nd fret of the 4th string. 2nd finger moves to the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So muted, thicker string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. And then we go to a regular old D. There's a little variation where he's adding the little D sus4 in, but we'll come to that a little later on. So basically we have G, E minor 7, going to C, and going to D. And that's what's going for the verses there. Again, G. I will go into more detail about the rhythm a little bit. E minor 7, to C, to D. There's a little stop there, okay? So it's important that we get that little stop there. Again, to go through where they are all exactly through the tune, you're better off just listening to the original recording a few times and getting where they are in the head. But it's basically the last 2 beats of that D chord is that you're going to stop at that little point. And then we go into it's kind of got a double chorus here. So it's 2 different choruses, which is a very nice pop idea. I'll talk more about the rhythm as I mentioned in a second, but we've got G. To C, then back to G, to D, then to G in low, then it's an E minor, then it's to C, to back this D, and again we've got that little 2-beat stop at the end. So the chorus very, very similar to the verse. G for a bar, then the E minor 7 for a bar, so far the same. Then C for a bar, still so far the same. But now we're just going for 2 beats on G, 2 beats on D. Okay, so very small variation there. G, and we're actually back to the same as what it was in the verses. The E minor for a bar, then to C for a bar, and then D. 2 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're into the second chorus, which is kind of the chords are moving twice as fast now, and the chord sequence changes. So E minor to C add 9 to G to D. And it's going to end up doing that 4 times through that sequence. E minor to C add 9 to G to D. And again, E minor 7, C add 9. G to D, and again E minor to C add 9 to G to D, and then there's this little section, the instrumental break. Okay, it's just a little walk down, fairly simple. G, D with an F sharp bass, E minor 7, so again E minor and just leaving that 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Little finger can stay down as well if you want, but it doesn't really matter. Then to a D, C to D. Very, very simple. Very, very, I mean, it's real classic, classic sort of sounds, this. Very kind of reminiscent of this kind of soul era. But beautiful to play, lovely tune again. And you really want to be listening to the original recording and trying to cop some of these ideas that I'm going to talk about now to do with the rhythm. Because once the chords are out of the way, again, it's an Ed Sheeran song. He plays it lots of different ways. There's lots of videos you can go and watch of him playing it live on acoustic guitar, solo, and using a looper or whatever. So it's this kind of thing that I'd recommend that you have a go at trying to work out your own arrangement of. I think that it's a really good fun thing with this kind of tune. But I'm going to take you through the way he's playing. It's an electric guitar on the recording. Okay, so we got this kind of a 6/8 feel. I'm thinking of it in 12/8 to think of keep the bars easier than thinking in 6. So basically, I'm using my fingers on strings 2, 3, and 4, and my thumb will be playing just the bass notes, so the G, and we're going to play 12 times with the fingers for the one pick on the bass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so literally playing with my thumb, playing the bass note of the chord on beat 1, and then the rest of the fingers playing for the rest of the bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On the D chord, the 3 fingers that are doing the picking have to move down to the thinnest 3 strings, and the thumb is going to play the 4th string. If you want to do that little fill that he does on the record, it's the D chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, da 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 da. Little finger going down on the 3rd fret of the thinner string. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the little finger's going down on 7 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sometimes I'm playing on beat 7 as well. Feels more like I should do that. But it's not on the record. On the record he's just playing, you know, on beat 1. He's not playing halfway through the bar. It's just force of habit. I must have played a song that had that at some point in my life. So there's a stop at the end of the first verse, and then we're into the first chorus. Now, in the chorus, you could keep going with the same kind of rhythm pattern, but really the bass line is changing a little bit, and adding a little bit more in the bass part kind of keeps the tune moving a bit, which I think is quite nice. And the bass pattern is changing to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. I keep getting to 1 and thinking of it in 6. I'm trying to teach it to you when in 12, but it feels now strongly in 6, which is annoying. But anyway, doesn't really matter. 2 6s are 12, right? Let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's the pattern, but you'd still be going with the finger, so... Really makes a nice difference having bum, bum. It's kind of driving it along. Bum, bum. Pick up your plectrum. Okay, now at that point when I did the little demo there at the beginning, I kind of felt like I wanted to pick it up another level again from that, and there were lots of different options. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? What's the approach? And for me, I decided that I wanted to use a pick and use quite fast picked finger style, which is fairly difficult if you're not familiar with picked finger style. It's kind of picking notes individually to give the effect of kind of a finger style sound, but you're using a pick still. Kind of feel I went from. That's not off the record. Okay, so on the original recording we've got kind of much more traditional kind of parts, you know. We've still got that original part going. I think there's some chips on the guitar playing on beats 2 and 4, just a very nice little chord grip, which is fine in a big arrangement when you've got strings and other orchestra elements backing the song up to lift it there in the chorus. But if you're playing by yourself, you need something else, and I think a little bit more notey movement can quite help, you know. So either going into a bit more strumming kind of thing if you're playing fingerstyle and you don't want to use a pick. If you want to get into this picked finger style, I'm kind of using this down, down. So what I'm saying there is a bass note. So bass, bass. And as long as I keep that rhythm the same, down and up, down, 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 up, down. The notes that I'm picking are a little bit arbitrary. There's not really a set pattern that I'm trying to stick to there. I'm trying to experiment a little bit, in fact, and trying to find different ways of playing the tune. So that's something, you know... Trying to see if I can kind of standardize it a little bit, and you kind of can. Doing bass note on the thicker string, of course. So this would be down on the thickest string, down on the 4th string, up on the 3rd string, back down on the 4th string, then down, down, down on the 2nd, 3rd and 4th string. Now if you're going to do that, you're not going to be able to play a regular D. You're going to play a D with an F sharp bass. Otherwise the bass note has to move up, and then the notes that you're going to pick on the D chord change. It's kind of getting into complicated territory why you might do that, but you probably want to use D with an F sharp bass if you're going to try and do a standardized pattern like that. I'll add a little tab for just that little section there on the website, just to help you out with that little picking, because it might seem a little bit weirder, particularly it's in a 12/8 kind of a feel or a 6/8 feel, which you might not be used to doing. It's not something I cover very often, so I'll put a little bit of additional information on how to do that picked finger style for that pattern over on the website. There'll be a link in the description, so you might want to check that out. But you could just as well strum it and go down. Way out of my key. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Again, it's about keeping that hand moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really trying to keep that all down picks, and then adding in up strokes when you want is the key for doing that kind of rhythm pattern. Okay, you don't have to feel like you have to be doing that, but that's kind of what you want to be doing for a feel, I think, to lift that chorus up again. It's quite important when you're doing a tune, if you're a solo guitar player, to be doing different things in the different parts. It's something that definitely Ed is aware of when he's performing, because it gives light and dark between the verses and the choruses, which helps keep the listeners interested. It's one of those things a lot of people kind of miss out on, and try and use the same rhythm throughout a whole song, and it never really works particularly well to do it that way, I must say. So otherwise, I think that's pretty much the whole tune. If you listen to it, you'll hear those little parts. The solo is just played over the G, E minor, C, D chord sequence. And otherwise, that's that tune. You know, it's a really, really lovely tune. It's definitely one that you should be trying to play finger style. Would be, it'd be a lovely tune, finger style. And there's just loads of different approaches to doing it, but it's not a particularly difficult one to sing if you've got a decent voice. For me, particularly in this key, is way difficult for me. But yeah, have a bit of a fun go with the tune and see where it can take you, and what version you might like to come up with of you doing. I'd love to see any covers that you guys come up with as well. Stick a link in the description. I'll try and check them out best I can. So I really hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you for plenty more very soon. Do please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you dig what I do. More than 1,000 lessons over on JustinGuitar.com, so go and check that out as well. See you for plenty more very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.